everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Browns going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they're hot as can be, winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This will be fielded at the 6. Spinning past him. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Offense. A penalty is declined.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. To Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. And he's got his man on the comebacker. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go! Green 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 7 yards remaining here on 3rd down.
Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their big tight end. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. 3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And so this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the... So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller.
Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And not a whole lot to speak of there, as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 11 and a first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Second down following the run. Gun. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
23 yards on the play.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He's going to loft it deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing step. Offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game. They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And he's got his man on the out route. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level play.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the...
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their step?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod and...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best, even though they're at the top of their game.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Watch right. Set the tone, defense. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Lucky 56.
On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Let's go. Turn it up, baby. Turn it up. Let's go.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Well, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll run the option left. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Defense.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the... And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Defense.
Travis Coons on now for the Browns field goal. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Yeah, I know only one of them counts, but this one looks like it's going to lead to a victory. I know we're not supposed to count anyone out, but with that little bit of time left on the clock, it'd take almost a miracle for them to lose this one.
It would, and this is going to sound cliche. It's been such a great game. You just hate to see one side lose, but, hey, they earned it. And with the lead, no chance of a return spoiling this one here on the PAT. So tack on the extra point for one more. What a finish as they wind up winning this one by 4. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
Put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Browns, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.